What is going on, guys? We're so fucking back. We are so back. Do we got... Oh yeah, it's coming through. I've just got to turn way low. We don't want to hear much of that. I'm going to just get started right away here because I actually have some stuff to do. And this is actually going to be a fairly quick one. I really just wanted to show back up and be like, hey guys, it looks like we got our bullish take. You know, it looks like we're bouncing off this trend support structure here. Much lower at the 38. We just wicked down there and we tagged it and reclaimed fairly quickly. I mean, if we look down probably in the 2 hour, 1 hour chart, that's going to look kind of like a BART. Yeah, we got a like inverse BART here. Inverse head and shoulders, right? Low, low, higher low, and we rip. So next sort of structure I want to see broken here. Like we're not going to be going down there, I don't think. Sort of white or green path at this point. And what I'm looking at is this sort of high right here, 43.5. If we can break and hold above that, we're going to teleport fairly quickly. Don't even have to draw that out. I mean, you can see it. You can see it. Like I've already got it drawn out, right? So same with right here. Like you could see this. I would actually had that drawn out pretty close to what's going to happen structurally. If we move up past there, that's all for BTC. One thing I'll note is that GBTC is sort of outweighed. I've seen some posts about it. The flow of GBTC selling is now being outpaced by the buying of the new 9 ETFs that went live. So yeah, guys, I mean, other than that, I don't have a lot to talk about for BTC, other than I believe we continue grinding higher. Now we're going to see hopefully a push up into the 49.50 region, and then up farther, you know, 52, maybe 53 it depends how long it takes us to get there. Keeping an eye on ETH sort of is the thing, because we had our push up that I expected, and now it looks like, whoops, it looks like we're taking actually the bearish, and we didn't even get a retrace there. We just continue grinding down lower. So yeah, I mean, I don't see this looking very good for ETH for short term, midterm sort of play. I would just kind of just relax with ETH. However, that could turn around fairly quickly. This could form a higher low, higher low, somewhere around here, and then continue to rip, because we can see there's a lot of volume that actually entered right here. So potentially this is a place for a bounce. And we'll just leave that as a question mark. So yeah, potentially looking for a bounce there, but if not, we're going to continue grinding down lower, or back up and then into this sort of white zone. So yeah, ETH, I'm not actually in any positions just because I don't know, like it played out, this move really played out and barted right back down, and it just doesn't look as good as something like SUI. Wow, like SUI is looking really good, isn't that? This would have been a great entry, right? So like you see this sort of structure that's kind of like that ends up always breaking out very strongly. If it does break out, it doesn't always have to break out, but when it does, it breaks out strongly. And then we had a good retest actually here, and now we're just continuing to just rip on up. So I think, like, I'm looking at the Binance chart. This traded up to about $2. So I think we're on our way to $2 at this point. I think that's what people are looking for. So maybe I'll just like draw a little squiggle to $2. And we'll take a look at that next time. Say took a bit of a break. I expected this to continue moving up, but it's taking a break. Whoops, I'm drawing over there. And yeah, so I mean, there are some that are overpowering others. Like, see, this is exactly what I was looking at. I did not understand this correction, but if we can see here from last time we looked at this, it followed my green path almost like close. On the daily, I think I was doing it. I don't know. The drawings just start looking weird sometimes. But yeah, Sol ETH as well. Like, we hit a bottom. We're making a W coming out of there. We're making a W coming out of Sol BTC. So if we sort of take out these highs right about here, 0.0024271 area, when you see it kind of structure above this, Sol's gonna rip in this move. So Sol's really gonna rip in that move, and it's already moving when you look at it on a USD valuation. There's our chart, funny drawings and things. So yeah, we had our correction down. You know, we created this large bull flag wedge pennant pattern, and look at this. This is what I like to see, is that we've structured back into above this wedge trend and above this main trend line that we had going from way back there. We're actually back above it, so we can consider this being a deviation once we close above. We're not closed above on the daily, but we're closed above on something like 4 or 12 hour. Actually 12 hour hasn't closed above, but 4 hours closed above with a strong candle. So like, you know, potentially a very strong move out of here. I think once we pushed past 95, you know, we just had to clear the 100. Now that we're just playing around the 100 mark, I think once we see this 102 sort of area go, like, there's my upward arrow, right? We're going to be moving up, and sort of like that. I think in the pattern, it could take a little longer, so we could see sort of that, just because you know, between 1 and 110 there could be quite a bit of volatility, but once we cruise past this sort of area where this sort of volatility, major volatility pushing us down happen, so once we've reclaimed this to the, you know, 109, 110, I think we see very little resistance upwards past that. But again, this is not financial advice for any of this stuff. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't know what's going to happen in the coming days, but again, like, Jupuary is right here. So I'm actually I'll put a flag on here. Oops, vertical. So Wednesday at right around there. Yeah, so that's when we're going to see Jupiter distribute $1 billion into the ecosystem. It could be a bit of a sell the news. It's good that I've drawn it as I have, pump into it, sell out of it a little bit. But I don't think we sell enough to really consider it like a big sell the news event. You know, maybe if we get up to like 110 by then, you know, 10% sort of dump from there. Maybe only is a 3 or 4% correction. Who knows? Sol could potentially rip up while people dump their jupe for Solana. I really don't know. Like, I mean, there's a lot of ways to play it. I think one way I would look at it is, if you look at something new, Sui, I think, Sui. Yeah, so like this is coin launches, dump, and then we recover, right? So I mean, this could it could happen faster. It could take a while. This took a long time. From May to October, it dumped. Then from October to now, it's just ripped. and that's like 330%. So smart play. Say you get your jupe, you have to jump on an exchange usually, like jump on an exchange, try to sell within this or even within this, and you might save yourself, even if you sell like a few days late here, it looked like, you still saved yourself. A 64% drawdown is pretty huge. I mean, if you look at that on the come up side, it's almost like 200% more gains that if you sold for US dollars here, and then bought back with your US dollars here, sold at sort of $1 and bought back at 30 cents, you'd be a lot happier here. However, this is jupe. So like it could be like this. Or, like it could be like this. And you might not get a very good low. So I don't know. Like I might hold. I don't have a huge allocation, so it's like I don't know if it's worth it to be like, yeah, I'm gonna sell this and try to rotate and be the rotator. The one thing I would say is like seeing people's Uniswap evaluations of their airdrops go up to like a huge amount of money. I think that's what's really incentivizing me to hold things like that, like when. I just want to look at when really quick. Not Wendy's. When USDT. We're gonna have to, yeah, have a look. Oh, so yeah, let's see, 30, yeah. So this is about 130 mil market cap right now. Dumped down to about 84, but we did launch much lower. Like this thing launched basically at about a 50 mil. So it launched right about here, and then just kind of did this. So that's kind of what we're looking at for the chart. But yeah, I think we had a major sell the news catalyst up here, and they burnt the rest of the tokens. Now, what does that mean? That people cannot airdrop claim and sell anymore. So I think we're actually in a big bull flag right here. And yeah, we will definitely like go way out of there. It might take some time, so like it might be like that it goes like this during jupe and then we rock it out. So I'm gonna draw it like that. There is a chance that it also just continues up, jupe launch. So that's kind of what I'm looking at with when I claimed my airdrops. I hope you guys claimed yours. If you guys are in my Telegram, I'm actually like, I'm shilling like a lot of stuff. Let me just pull this last one up real quick. So I'm shilling a lot of stuff in there. Like this one I shilled at about 2 mil market cap. So like way down here, guys. I shilled this way down here. I marked it on the where I shilled it was right around here. And like, I mean, it's moving since then, right? So like some of these plays, you just put a little bit. You could have put 50 bucks. And right now it's up 400%. So that's a 5x. You'd be at like 250 bucks. You could have just took out at 100% gains, took out your 50 bucks, let the rest ride to the all-time high from when I called it out. A 7.5 times. It's pretty huge. I mean, what else? What else do you want? That's all within the matter of a few hours, because this thing ran up like insane, right? So like I made this call out right around here, this green candle, 123% in that candle, and then it just rocketed up. This thing is just insane. So how many hours is that? In 12 hours, 7.5x. And now what we can see here is that, we had this big flag, a big FUD attack right here with a huge amount of volume, which put us on the map even more. And because negative publicity is publicity, and it's publicity is publicity. So you're getting the marketing, free marketing. And then just we see this the last 3 hours here so far have just been major buying. We went the volume really went down from this point. You know, we hit our 3.3 mil volume in 1 hour, and then we really dipped down, you know, lows of 100K, 200K volume, and then now we're really starting to pump up, 600, 400, 400. You know, we still have quite a bit of time left in this hour, 13 minutes, and I think, you know, we're going to go at least another 60K. So yeah, I mean, volumes picked up. We've broken out of that downtrend. We want to see it clear sort of this area right here around the 14s, magnet up into the 17 sort of area, and from there, you know, I think we do a little bit of this, and then we're just going to correct, just small corrections, you know, so like push up towards all-time high, correct around it, and then finally move on up out of there. Probably some kind of news, maybe some catalyst events. The team's just non-stop grinding. You get into that Telegram. That's why I'm doing this so fast, because I'm back in that Telegram. I'll be raiding with them, and you know, we're just in there spreading the word of GME back on Sol. So GME on Sol is this one. That's the ticker. Yeah, so definitely want to check out. We've seen some major buys, like just in the past few hours, 5K buys, like lots of 5K buys, 6K, 7K, 5K. A couple sells here and there though, but like, I mean, those people, they're going to take the profits, they're going to tell people about it, and other people are going to come in and take their place. So yeah, guys, keep an eye on my Telegram, keep an eye on these charts. Things are looking pretty darn good overall. Like I said, Sol USD looking really pumpy right now. I'm not going to lie. Whoops. That looks super good. Like on a 4 hour, it looks just great. It looks just great. It's just, we're just breaking through this volume structure here, right? So like I said, we just need to break up out of this volume structure. But yeah, usually, like, I mean, Jesse Livermore, what was it called? Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. This is one I would highly recommend, guys. You can get this on Amazon Audible. You can probably just go on YouTube. Look at that. Yeah, you can just go on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the one, but yeah, I mean, you can find it on YouTube for sure. Check it out. It is a really, really good audiobook. So one thing he says in there is, when a stock goes past 100 for its first time in a while, or, you know, anytime, this is how I've taken it now, is anytime it goes past 100, it really goes for a send, and it's going to hit 110, 120, even 130. And that's exactly what we've seen here. It almost hit 130. So it straight up out to 110, to 120, to 130. All in like two big up thrusts. So that's, I think, again, what we're going to see is, once we move really well out of the 100, like right here, we move just really well out of the 100. If we see that type of move, we're going to easily see a big, big move into the 140 range. A lot of big people calling that number out as well. So just keep an eye on the 140 range, because that's where we might do some sort of structural sideways accumulation, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, guys, I'm out for this one. That was Andy's Crypto Talk. A little quick chat today, but I just wanted to get some of this out there, just in case anybody wanted to enter positions. Again, this is a huge downwards bull flag. This is a great place to be entering positions with a good risk reward. So entering at, say, 100, and then putting your stops down underneath, like down underneath this sort of trend structure, down at 98, you know, 97, even all the way to 94. If you put it under this sort of where this broke out upwards again out of this smaller trend bull flag, right? So you could put your stops right here. That's right around 96. But yeah, it's a good risk reward for a lot of things out there. Still keeping an eye on Miro in this downtrend, guys. Once we do correct, I think Miro has legs. Bonk, same sort of thing. Again, this I think is making it bigger. Jito, so now we see something like this where it's like downwards, breaks out, and what's it going to do? Is it going to structure back up? But that's kind of what we looked at for SUI, right? Like we seen it moving back up to its listing prices. OmniCat, of course, this is bullish. Anything that looks like this to me looks like it just continues upwards. And yeah, I mean, OmniCat, we don't see the launch price, but it went up to about here, something like that for launch price. It went seriously straight up, back down, and it's been consolidating. So yeah, one more to keep a look at is TIA. TIA is doing really good here. Broke out of this structure and we formed this W. Now we're just looking to sort of break past there. I can't draw a straight line. Break past this sort of $18 mark and we go. So yeah, guys, a lot of good plays out there to keep your eye on. Oh yeah, whiff even. We went down here and now we corrected majorly out. But now we're in another, sort of bull flag pattern. See it correct out of there and go. Yeah, guys, let's see, total 3, total 2, total 3 is really what we're looking at. Yeah, we're going to be, bouncing out of here fairly soon and go. I think the gas pedal is on for a lot of things in a lot of markets. We can see that in stocks today. Stocks across the board, are moving up. 5% on coin today. I mean, that's a pretty big move for stocks, right? Like, I mean, this is, as you can see, this is a good option for an entry for coin even. You enter coin right here. You put your stops under this. I mean, you're riding coin probably up to about here. So 130 to 200. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. ARC even maybe coming out of this long term at some point here. Hopefully, but who knows, because they rotated some bad capital rotations. MSTR, of course, this is looking really bullish. Like I just said, stuff like this continues looking like it's just going to go upwards, but more like that, right? So yeah, NVIDIA, AMD, both looking like sticks. Straight up stick. Look at this, right? Did not even revisit. Just made the structure and went out. Apple, pretty important to see Apple push through here. I think they had this whole like pre-sell the news rumor about their VR. Now we're going to have another sell the news rumor about their VR and then probably go up. As we can see, stuff like that generally happens with Apple. Netflix up, gapped recently. So, like, I mean, a lot of tech is just shooting up. We see that typically with things like that. Dollar index, we're going down. A little bit of a correction now, but I think it continues down. Volatility index is down. It was trending up like this, and we're breaking under that trend. So we could see a couple good years here without insanely crazy volatility stuff, but never know. Look at this. Look at this freaking thing. From October, it's been straight up 32 to 38K in the stock market. What is that? 18%. That's insane. NASDAQ, straight up. Qs, straight up. S&P, straight up. What more do you want? This was the low. We're all-time highs. We broke out. We had the correction underneath all-time highs. We're going to have a little correction above all-time highs. And it's just going to keep going. Liquidity is coming back in the markets. The interest rates are going down. I mean, what more do you want, guys? Buy, 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 buy. We are bullish. We like the stock. Look at this, guys. We like the stock. Like, what else can I say? It's just going to go up. Up, up, up. We'll catch you guys on the next stream. Thanks for tuning in.